Well, what we did is we first went and wanted to see the suite of products they had. And within probably minutes, we were overwhelmed with them versus their competitors when it came to just day-to-day intel. We spent some time with ReBiz. They were able to dissect the information, not only to who is your buying customer, who is your buying group, who is your selling individual, meaning our employee, then down to how long they were with them, and then intertwining with our point of sale, saying what kind of quality return did we get on that, and taking all that information and then giving it back to us and allowing us to figure out how much labor can we afford, per the volume that are walking through this door. And that was the game changer, because nobody could touch that. We talk about return on investment. There's not another third-party program that we work with that came even close to enhancing our margin of return than ReBiz. It's not even close.
ReBiz has exposed problems we didn't know we had. We had a location that ReBiz probably saved, actually, because before we knew how many customers this location was seeing, it was just underproducing in gross profit. It just wasn't making a lot of money. So if we didn't know that, in fact, that location was seeing just as many customers as some of its neighboring successful locations, we probably would have closed it just based on gross profit. Been able to measure marked improvement in each location year over year, period over period. Our first year with the ReBiz data, our company converted 13 people out of 100 people that walked into our stores, they made a purchase from us. Last year, 20 people out of 100 people made a purchase from us. I mean, that 7%, when you're talking in hundreds of thousands of customers, that's a big return. And I would recommend ReBiz to others. I do advocate, I'll continue to advocate, because it just helps you make better decisions.
I read Google reviews for our stores and other Cricut stores in the area around us, okay? Just because I'm just a sick guy and I like to read this stuff. But no, because I want to see how we are doing compared to guys down the street. If there's another competing Cricut dealer or something, I want to know, how do we look in front of that one? And I read a lot of cases where people would be like, the store is empty, there's no one here, somebody locked up in the middle of the day. I see people inside, but they locked the door, they're eating lunch. I see all this kind of weird stuff. We didn't have any of that. I mean, our stores were open, running, our people knew they do goofy stuff like that, they're going to be termed out. And so that, I think, helped us perform better.
ReBiz has been a game changer in learning what we didn't know and being able to serve our people better with better opportunities, more insight into how our business could be performing and how we can give our folks more opportunity. I think the beauty part of having the ReBiz products and what the ReBiz team was able to teach us is that data changes from week to week. And when they go through the back end and they constantly refresh that data, we're always getting that up-to-date piece that our players are getting put in the right place to succeed every single time. And as the business changes, the data updates with it. Your results may vary, but I think the ROI for us is somewhere between $300,000 and $375,000. And I have a region of 15 locations, and that's what the bottom line result was for an entire year. I would absolutely recommend ReBiz to anybody that is able to implement it in their business. And thinking back to a time when I didn't have ReBiz, I felt like I was flying blind.
I thought the fact that they were store operators carried a lot of equity for me, because I felt like they were going through a lot of the same challenges or trying to fix the same problems that we were trying to fix at that time. So when we started with ReBiz, firstly, I'll tell you, when we first made that transition, the folks who I thought were my best sales reps weren't. They were just in my best stores. And so, this really gave us an opportunity to be able to see through that and then personalize the development, training, resources that we would, really put out there in the field and the things that we would focus on. At the time that we came on board, I think as a company, we were converting somewhere around like 15, 16%. Like when you just turned it on, that's what the number looked like. And today we're converting well north of 24. And I understand that there's still room for us to grow up to 30 based on the reporting that we get from you guys. And it's been a great partnership for us since 2016 when we signed up. And so, I can tell you that ReBiz has probably paid for itself 10 times over for us over the course of, the past 6-7 years that we've been working with you guys.
So I think the three problems are really always measuring employee engagement, and are we maximizing on the traffic we are getting in the location? Are we scheduling strategically? And what are we doing on our downtime? So using the idle hours, as well as the scheduling tool, and looking at conversion rates down to a rep level, and smartphone conversion really has just continued to allow us to move the ball down the field and continuously put points on the board. I would tell anybody who I was recommending ReBiz to that the tools and resources are there, the data is there, the support is there. Learn how to utilize the data. It will impact your business. It can engage employee morale, customer experience, and your overall bottom line number will go up if you use the tools and resources that are provided for you.